Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're back, and we're gonna take on the Frozen Tundra. Tundra Man is apparently a figure skater. I was not expecting that. Snowflakes! Oh gosh, those things are cute. They remind me of Unknowns from Pokemon. Although they're just all the same shape. Do I have good weapons here? Yes, we do. We'll get the drop on the snowflakes here. Which, that phrase sounds more ironic than ever. Acid Barrier, also going to be good going through these snowflake-infested areas. And there's our Blazing Torch, which I'm going to guess is the weakness of Tundra Man. That's why I went here next. Though I haven't been right on any of the weaknesses yet. And we have those flying, shooting, shielded guys returning from Mega Man 6. And, oh yes, Ice Physics. I did buy the grippy boots, but I don't have them equipped because I don't feel we need to equip them. Remember, I know how to deal with ice physics in Mega Man games, and the way you deal with ice physics is just jump. Jump and you'll stop all sliding momentum. Another way to deal with ice physics is to just keep moving. So as long as you keep just running, you know, you'll be running like normal. It's when you try to stop running that you start sliding around. And when you jump in that instance, you can land, you know, wherever you want. As long as you're not touching a movement direction when you land, you'll be fine. Oh. Pickups are no longer getting stuck in the walls. And we have wind here. Okay, so that is the other theme in this stage, is wind. You can kind of walk back against it, but a little bit difficult, especially when you're slipping on ice, but yeah. Oh, one up. Very nice. Oh, hi there. Birds dropping ice balls. Now, doesn't this look dangerous? No, I guess it wasn't that bad, but I'm not going to chance it on the way back, and we need some more rush action. Oh, hi, there's enemies here. That was some cool dodging, followed up by some not-so-cool dodging. This room is deceptively tricky. And not for that reason, but for this reason. I don't know what it is, but I can never get that jump on camera. No, we're doing this again. Yes, you can walk against the wind, just not very effectively. Snow bunnies! You know, the bunny design reminds me a lot of the bunnies from the Mega Man Battle Network series, only without the electric antenna. And without the causing me to fall into pits. I didn't even get a checkpoint yet? Oh my. Well, okay then, and this is our last life. Yeah, I think it's after this part where past gameplay me decides it'd be a good idea to just max out on 1-ups until at the end of each stage. Makes it easier to record gameplay as well. But yeah, let's do this again, but do things properly. Oh, another strategy, like when you're jumping across those blocks that have ice on them, is to just keep moving, because again, as long as you keep moving, you won't be sliding around. It's when you stop after moving, or stop pressing the directional button, that you start sliding around. So yeah, if you can just stay in constant motion, you won't even notice the ice. Or I should say the ice won't mess up your controls or movement or anything. I like how the snow is flying along with the wind. Very nice touch. Oh good, they got the drop on the bunny. You know, I'm just gonna... Yeah, we'll just go. I took a hit there. Transitioning between screens. Interesting. I'm not gonna go for that again. I don't feel good about it. And I've already had problems with the ice here. Yeah. We'll use the corrosive barrier, which also doesn't just absorb projectiles, it reflects back acid upon that. And there's why I like Blazing Torch. It is a really... See, I can't get that on camera. I don't know why. I press the jump button, it doesn't want to jump, or he doesn't want to grab onto the ladder. I don't know what it is about me and that jump. We just don't get along. Fortunately, it's not a dangerous jump or anything. But yeah, Blazing Torch is a super strong weapon, and I like it. Really? We're just gonna keep failing that jump. Okay, I'm gonna meet you guys back there. Alright, so we're back at this section here. Another fun fact, I thought I was recording here, and it turns out I wasn't. And so I got further in the stage, and then I had to redo that. Well, maybe it wasn't this part. Maybe it was a part coming up. Somewhere along the lines, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. I ended up picking up either an E-Tank or a 1-Up. Yeah, it was this part. Those come back, but E-Tanks and 1-Ups don't come back. And you're going to see a spot where it looks like there should be something. We're just going to start right off with the speed gear here. What in the world are you doing? I don't want you doing any of what you're doing. I can't hit that thing right now. Yo! I don't know how I'm dodging this thing. Well, this is actually the second time I battled them. The first time went about the same thing. I took a couple hits there. But yeah, again, speed gear and just pumping full of shots. Yeah, this seems like a good spot for a barrier weapon, so the enemies don't get the drop on me. Our barrier's still up, so I might as well just keep taking advantage of it. Yeah, up there, up top there, there is, I believe it's a W-Tank that was up there, actually. You know, someone can correct me. But, yeah. And you want to use the wind that's blowing you back to make the bigger jumps. It's not hard to do. Yeah, W-Tank, that's why I'm, past gameplay me showing that off, because I thought I was recording through here, and then I look at my computer and I'm like, oh, I did not record this entire section. Yeah, a Sniper Joe gets the drop on you there. Do be careful not to jump into those spikes. And I recommend Blazing Torch there, because it, like, pierces his shield and just obliterates him. Oh, I took a death here, too. Yeah, when I came out of sliding, I just kept sliding off. You have to, you want to jump. I tried jumping right out of, hey look, fossils from the Pokemon games. Oh, interesting. You want to jump coming right out of that slide. And we still can't kill those ground crawlers, the Gabules. Here's a place for Acid Barrier, if I ever saw one. We'll use the corrosive form. There's a couple minor pickups. Oh, really? Ooh. That pickup I'll get. Yeah, and here's me just trying to abuse the corrosive power. And now I want to go for the left side. I chose wrong. Oh well. I still want this because I need more barrier. Could probably use my speed gear effectively and get around that, but that's not going to happen. So if we're going to take a shot, then we're not going to take another shot just trying to dodge, and we'll just charge through on our invincibility frames. Oh, here we go with this again. Oh boy, this is, you want the upper path here. you can't run back on the ice with the wind pushing you very well. Do take note of that, viewers. I gotta go through here again. Yeah, I still want the barrier out. You know, watching the replays, I know I've been complaining about Acid Barrier taking a moment to get up, but watching the replays here, it doesn't seem to take that long. But, well, I will tell you this. I do find the Robot Master that's weak to the Acid, and I end up opting not to use the Acid against him just because it takes that extra moment of pausing to put the barrier up, and there's really not much time in that battle to have that pause there. You'll see what I mean when we get there. Yeah, make sure you jump to stop your sliding momentum. Kind of a deceptively tricky spot there. But I like it. I actually like dealing with ice physics in Mega Man games because you can kind of abuse them. You know, they don't make you move faster when you're running on them. So that's why running keeps... you can keep just running on them and you won't even notice anything. And then jumping and just landing will stop all the momentum of that. Of any sort of sliding on the ice. As opposed to some other video games, yeah, there's how you do that properly. As opposed to some other video games that have ice physics where even if you just jump on them, just flat land on them, you'll start sliding all over the place, even without pushing directional buttons, and that really annoys me. But I do like the ice physics in Mega Man games because, oh, I'm not gonna get that E-Tank. Nope, not gonna try it. Oh boy. Yeah, here you just keep going. Because of that wind pushing you back, if you try to stop, you might end up sliding off or getting blown off. Alright, Tundra Man, weak to Torch Man. He's not weak to Torch Man. Dodge if I can. Well, hey, I dodge. Okay, so... this guy reminds me of a mixture between Top Man and Freeze Man, especially Freeze Man from the background. It's like Freeze Man on ice. Okay, this isn't actually working on him. Let's try this. Well, that's not dealing extra damage. That's not helping. Yeah, that was elegant, alright. I was not expecting a figured skater for a Robot Master when I heard of Tundra Man. I don't know what I was expecting. Probably something more along like... when I think of the word Tundra, I think like woolly mammoth type of size, not a nimble figure skater. Okay, so I don't have this guy's weakness, so we're just going to battle him without. And I will use an E-Tank if I have to. He's actually not too difficult to dodge. In fact, all his stopping and posing gives you lots of time to constantly shoot at him. And then when you stun him like that... oh, this isn't good. Okay. That's what we're doing. Of course he has the speed here, that makes sense. Yeah, I can dodge you. I can't dodge you. You're dead. You're dead. Come on, be dead. No. Yeah, when Robot Masters are first activating their gear, they'll be invincible, but they won't be invincible for the duration of that. So that's good to know. And we have a new power. I like this weapon as well. Actually, we've probably picked up my 4 favorite weapons of the game. Tundra Storm. Tundra Storm, yeah. And with the power gear, it becomes a screen-clearing weapon, which will be super useful. It's also useful at hitting enemies either very close to you, and here I'm just testing like the closeness, or if you need a screen clear, you can use the power gear. Of course, using power gear ends up consuming a little more weapon energy when you use it like that, but it will be worth it in the right situations. And since we beat half the Robot Masters, we have a special cutscene.
It was on that day, Wily and I had our falling out. He quite literally threw a wrench in our gears.
I like auto peeking out and roll.
Each pursuing robotics research in
It's like they're trying to spy on a conversation that they probably don't need to spy on.
To a future where humans and robots might live together in harmony. By giving robots independent thought, they can be true partners to humankind at last.
Naive as always. Even robots that think for themselves will never be anything more than tools. But with unstoppable power, insurmountable speed, it's only when we build robots with the power to outdo humans that people will truly accept robots for what they are. And with my double gear system, we can make that dream a reality. With this installed, any robot can instantly become a hero!
However, I was strongly opposed to Wily's ideas and research. The double gear system, it puts an incredible strain on the robots that use it. And if it fell into the wrong hands, it could be used to cause terrible harm. At the time, a committee was convened, and Wily's research was cancelled in favor of my independent thought research. Wily never forgave me, and his views have grown ever more extreme since then. How ironic that my efforts to quench Wily's hot-headedness before it led him astray only ended up fueling the fire.
I like the backstory here. I just feel like it's a slightly different twist than the typical backstory we know about the differences between Wily and Light when they were in college. Because this is the first time we've heard about the double gear system. And now it's making it out like their separation was the double gear system and not something different about building robots.
Even the double gear system can be a tool for good, if used properly. But using it properly requires proper
judgment. We've been using it for good this whole time.
Wily's dream of developing technology to make
don't use the power gear
hero
unless you're using special
become
weapons.
Reality if used by you. I'm trusting you, Mega Man. Oh, I almost forgot something very important. I've just finished giving Rush a good tune-up. He's all ready to head out with you. Rush!
Oh yeah, and since we beat 4 Robot Masters, kind of like a similar pattern from Mega Man 9 and 10, we get Rush Jet. Doesn't matter how many we beat, but yeah. If we want, we can go back and get that energy tank we missed in Torchman's stage, the one that looked really dangerous to try and get without Rush Jet, but I'm not going to do that. This game is throwing so many bolts at us. We get to try out Rush Jet. I'm trying out to see if it's like the super broken Rush Jet. No, you cannot control how fast Rush moves or anything. You can only control up and down. Yeah, that's about it. Okay.
It's so good
we don't get the super broken Mega Man 3 Rush Jet. Alright. Yeah, this is where we're gonna just stock up on... And I'm gonna buy these 2 gear things. Look at all these bolts that I have. Also, that mystery chip. I looked it up online. What that mystery chip is doing is, if you complete a stage in a certain amount of time, you'll get a bonus 200 bolts. Game doesn't tell you when you get this or anything, so I don't know if I've really been getting it or not, but that's what it does. I find it kind of weird, because you have to invest 500 bolts to getting this thing, and then you have to... you'll have to complete 3 stages
Are you sure?
before you start getting a return on that investment and start coming out ahead. So I don't know how worth it that is. I wouldn't prioritize picking that up knowing what it does. We're going to pick up a couple more energy tanks. Yeah, this game throws so many bolts at us, we're just going to stay stocked up on lives. And that's how we're going to handle this. Next time, we'll see if I can find any Robot Master weaknesses.